one thing. We got to recognize that. We got the best health care in the world. It costs more than it should. We ought to be able to get pretty much what we're getting now for a lower price. But we continue to make advances. We continue to do things that help us live longer lives and healthier lives. My mama in Franklin, Tennessee, and I talk about that quite a bit. That's a good thing. The other part is that nowadays, people really don't know what health care costs, what health care services cost. If you went to buy your automobile insurance and didn't make any difference, what it costs, what particular services that were being rendered there cost, it'd be a totally different picture than what we've got today in the automobile insurance business. Back during the war, we rejiggered the tax code so that most people were driven to employment-based insurance. Third-party payers now pay for a lot of that. They tell you what services you can get, and you sign up for the plan, and you don't really know whether or not there's a competitive market out for a particular medical service. You don't know what one doctor charges as opposed to another one. Very few people know that because there's no inducement to do that because of the tax code. I think the tax code needs to be redone. Instead of giving the benefit to the employer on the front end, give it to the employee. Let people choose their own health care policies in an open market. Open up the market. A lot of these states have regulations and so forth that prohibit people from going from one state to another looking for the best price for insurance. And make it portable so that people can take their insurance with them as they change from job to job. It's not tied to a particular job. There's only two ways to control costs, and that is have the government take it over and do what they've done in Canada and England and various other places. And of course, they come here when they get really sick. There's a black market in Canada now, that siphons people down here for when they really get sick because of their medical services. Or you can have individuals do it. I prefer empowering the individuals in a free and open market. Prices go down when there's competition. Prices go down when there are more people competing in the marketplace. And it's going to require us to be better consumers. It's going to require us to ask around and get on the internet and find out what doctors are charging what. If we need an MRI, I think you'll find if you look around, you'll find that the prices for something like that vary all over the lot. Nowadays, the insurance structure being what it is, people don't know that. They're not required to look at that. They've got a policy, and certain things are covered, and if they're covered, there's no inducement not to use them. I think you can have a system where the individual can have more power, could tailor their insurance needs to their own situation. A lot of people want catastrophic coverage, and then a personal retirement, a personal savings account that would allow them to take day-to-day medical expenses. They can have a little package like that and save a lot of money on their own insurance situation. They wouldn't be paying nearly as what they're paying today. They wouldn't get unlimited coverage on everything, but they'd be tailored to their particular benefits. So, two solutions, government or individual citizens. And we believe in the free market in every other aspect of American life. It's workforce in every other aspect. It's a competitive marketplace in most fields of endeavor. Prices come down. We're competitive in the world, have the best economy in the world because of it. I don't think medical care ought to be any different. As long as we understand that in the process, we need to preserve the best medical care that the world has to offer. Over here, gentlemen, yeah.
How do you view your stance toward Israel?
My stance toward Israel. Israel is a friend and an ally of ours. I think they're in serious danger. They're surrounded by enemies. The leader of Iran says that he wants to wipe Israel off the face of the earth. I think that in all likelihood they're probably telling the truth when they say that they have a program to develop nuclear power. They claim that they have about 3,000 centrifuges now, which makes material that can be used in a nuclear weapon. They have enemies to the north of them. Syria, of course, is one of them. They have Hamas in the Gaza Strip that's lobbing over missiles occasionally on Israeli cities. They're coming together in Annapolis shortly for a conference between the Israelis and the Palestinians to see whether or not they can work out their differences. But there's not reason for great optimism there, to tell you the truth. This has been a long-standing thing. There are basic questions concerning borders. There are basic questions concerning the right of return. There are basic questions over whether or not there's going to be a division of some kind or partition of Jerusalem. These are tough problems, and a part anyway of the Palestinian authorities are committed, apparently still, to the destruction of Israel. So Abbas over in the West Bank apparently is more willing to talk about resolution than some of the others, but he's only a part of those people. So I think we need to serve as an honest broker whenever we can in the United States. I think we need to stay involved. Obviously, peace is to be greatly desired, but we need to be realistic and understand that we can't impose a peace on any other sets of nations or would-be nations in that part of the world, especially with regard to something that's been going on so long with such deep divisions. So I think that we're justified in being somewhat pessimistic about the resolution of that. But we have to be resolute in